Hello, greetings, welcome, guides and goddesses. I hope all is well with you and yours. So I didn't want to do all the time it took to pull out letters today, so I did it beforehand, and this is what came out. So is somebody having a moment of being a little bit stuck? Um, Now, this wasn't the first message that came out, so I am going to move the letters back to the first message that came out because it feels like the energy of somebody, guides, goddesses, whoever you are, somebody's is somebody afraid to take the next step, guessing on what's next. It does feel like someone's mindset, the way you think. So it does feel, what is that? What's the word? Holding oneself back from your greatness. It feels like somebody might have gone through a lot of bumps in life, right? Growing up, getting older, getting to whatever age you are now. But those bumps have something to do with you getting to uh, what I feel like is the biggest chapter in your life. Now, I don't know who you are, but there's work you came to do. What I'm hearing now is frequency adjuster. So maybe that's your job in this realm. You're a frequency adjuster, and frequency can be the way we talk. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody might talk a certain way. Maybe they need to learn to talk a different way. Or your frequency. Frequency can be sound. It's frequency. It's music. It's whatever noise you make that the world would take in. You may be here to make some adjustments, right? But the unfortunate side that I keep learning every time, so far, just been, based on my research, um, the when you come here to do the work for the others, you got to go through a whole lot of shit because that is what you'll be dealing with on a grander scale. And so you'll need to learn how to like navigate your way through not just you, but the inner child. I don't know okay, so when I keep seeing IG, and normally I don't take a message unless everything is connected or there's just one or two letters out or a blank. Okay, but otherwise, the message is the message. So maybe there's something with Instagram because I don't feel drawn to force the I and the G into anything. So I don't know. I think Instagram, but maybe that means something different to you. Could be somebody's initials, but it does feel like the name of a tool or a tool or sorry for my cup. A tool or um, a title. Anyways, it just feels like I'm out of words. You know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying, okay? So, is it possible that somebody sings or has a musical ability? It's very specific on the singing, though. I'm not talking to anybody. I don't think I'm talking to anybody who plays violin. And if you do play violin, hi, friend. Anyways, um, it's very interesting. It feels like I need to pull some cards. How about that? It just feels like somebody not doing what they should be doing. So first, let's put the rough data out. Why? What are you doing instead of doing what you're supposed to be doing? Okay, it looks like somebody who could be hiding out, um, or just keeping to themselves. However, what I don't like is the bad path, dangerous encounters. This can be somebody who's staying around the home, and maybe the excuse has to do with putting things together. Maybe there's putting the house together, moving things around, moving. I don't think it's moving, but feels like staying in a bad environment that you know you need to get out of so that you can get to gift expression. Dragging your ass. Physically. Ooh. So you might be goofing around with friends or sticking around people, energies that are familiar, but not fucking mature. I don't know why I feel I need to start cursing right now. Sorry. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I'm sorry. That felt weird. So you might be okay. So back to what I was saying. That old energy. Be aware if you have a gift, you have a talent, you have a drive, you have a motivation. You somewhere deep down inside, you know your gift should be shared with the world. What are you doing? You're not. I don't know how much further I can go with this reading, but I have to. So, it's somebody who has plans. You may talk a good game, but you ain't doing shit. And so time is passing you by. This has to do with your environment. I hear Frank Sinatra. What? It's up to you, New York, New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. I don't know what the fuck that has to do with anything, but Frank Sinatra, a great one, yes. I'm sure Frank Sinatra would not have been the success that he is if he would have stayed in one fucking place because of what's casual and comfortable. So there's a test of self. There's a test of self versus others. What's this? Ooh. You may even have an opportunity for something that was short term or will be short term, but it feels like the energy of the offer is all over the place. Be mindful of be mindful of building dreams We're crazy motherfuckers, is what I'm saying. This could be the casual environment. Maybe you're like, okay, like, let's say you're like, I have no idea why Eminem is coming to my head. Eminem, the rapper. Okay, all right, example. Let's say it was you are Eminem, but instead of like getting out there, even though you bump into a lot of people who think you shouldn't be doing what you're doing because of the way you look or who you are, whatever the fuck other people's dumbass reasons are. Let's just say you were Eminem, right? And if you listened to those other people, right? Maybe instead of putting you down, they see your gift, right? Because you're Eminem, you can write, you could rap, you got an obvious skill. Um, let's say instead of people putting you down, those people said, "Wow, you're really good. Let's do this for the hood. Let's do this. Stay in the hood, make the music, write for us." And then everybody else comes up off your gift, right? Everybody else like comes the fuck up off your shit. What the fuck? And then like over time, I can feel energy of anger building up in me. So this is your reading. Like, oh my God. That's what angels do. Okay. They give, they sacrifice. Then somebody, one of those people you sacrifice for, rips your heart out and takes your skin off and and you walk naked in traffic for a little while, right? But because you're an angel, you grow skin back, you regenerate, okay? You have the ability to do that. Not only do you have the ability to do that, but once you know you feel better with your energy, okay? You can regenerate that skin. Not like a snake, but like an angel. And the angel does understand that there's fewer of you good angels than there are of the bad angels. I hope you know that by now. Hope you know there's more bad than good in this realm. I will do readings on that data later. But if you are angelic in nature, it would be perhaps, I don't like saying this, but there may be some benefit to understanding evil and bad energy, even if you have to manifest it within yourself. And you do have to occasionally in this realm for protection and distance and cord cutting it. Chaos is a necessary part of us for life saving protection, defense, clarity, expectation in others to some degree too. Anyways, let's just say you're Eminem, right? So you're Eminem and you listen to everybody who has something to tell you about how you should grow, expand, become Eminem. I don't remember what his other name was, but I don't know why Bunny or something like that. Anyways, so maybe B Rabbit, maybe something like that. Oh God. Anyways, there's a movie, right? Okay, so you listen to these people who hear your gift, and you never ever leave 8 Mile. I think that's right. And you never leave 8 Mile, Detroit, whatever. And so you write, you do all of this gifted shit you can do, and you lift everybody else, and they use you for the step you make yourself, and they go off into the sunset. Now, naturally, they don't last long because the gift is with you. So when they get out there to the world, it's like a spinning top. It spins, but unless you keep providing momentum, velocity, unless there's a source of energy, the top is going to do what? It's going to like, and then it falls over. Sorry for my weird sounds. Coffee. But the top is going to lose its momentum. It falls over without that energy. And if you were the energy supply, it's going to be what it is. But nonetheless, if Eminem had stayed in the hood and never left, he would have never met Dr. Dre or any of that shit, right? If he would have just said, no, I'm dedicated to the hood, I'm only writing for my bros that I grew up with, saw them, never left them, blah, 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 where I'm going to make myself just like them, but I'm also going to use this divine gift. Granted, I don't know if he used his gift for divinity. According to the lyrics in his music, not quite. However, because of the realm we're in, people gravitate more towards chaos than love. You know I ain't lying when I say that. Look at the world around you. So you got a lot of fucking passengers who end up holding you hostage. This can come with chemical addiction. So you want to be mindful of that data. And the chemical addiction comes with those people. They're dead energies. It's like I want you to imagine, let's go back to the Eminem reference. Let's now say Eminem's writing for the hood, but those people are zombies. Where my zombie deck at? Let's say those people are fucking zombies. Literally, they'd be holding you back. Emperor energy here. Let's see at the bottom. Brains eaten alive. Look at that. And even though you would be the talk of the town, you would be kept a secret, right? They would use your vision, your ability to heal, but they would not use it for healing wounds. They'd be putting cash money in their pockets. Would they be giving any back? They're zombies, remember? They would keep you, and they would probably tell you things that would make you want to hide yourself or make you act different, make you less likely to get out there and go out for that new adventure that you deserve. Their idea of what's clear and balanced and logical would be their data meant to keep you in a position of confusion, loss, keep you hidden. And let's say that, going back to the Eminem reference, if he had never left the hood, it'd be very highly possible that at a certain point he would have met someone like Dr. Dre, but probably not like focused on the music. Somebody who would take him for a ride, oversee him, quote unquote, have his back. Dr. Dre probably did the same thing, but on a higher scale. But would Eminem have been who you know now had he just stayed on 8 Mile? The answer to that is obviously no. He would have to get out. He would have to get on stage. He would have to prove that he's better than the next and make a name for himself. You cannot do that from the same neighborhood you grew up in. I don't care what the neighborhood is. You do have to get out and move around. Yep. And as I say it, my card of television, social media, music, speech, text, like all the digital display. I hear ready for the world. Ooh, I ain't heard that in a minute. Now I hear a second song from them, digital display. I'm just going to tell you the part of the lyrics I hear because it won't stop playing. I never had a girl before with much of a figure, so excuse me if I start to play with your digital display. So there's a new direction you have to take. For somebody, you do have to find your Sasha Fierce. Look it up. Google that shit. If you don't know who Sasha Fierce is, Sasha Fierce, I want you to Google it. And then you'll be like, oh, wow. Okay. Now, if you do know who Sasha Fierce is, you'll know that's a bit of a performance nom de plume. Well, you don't know that word either. Smack yourself. Okay? And nom de plume isn't one word, by the way. Moving on. Okay. So there's somebody who needs to get out to the world. Okay? You got to get out beyond that window, darling. One of you has a gift. Um, you have a gift. You've been getting groomed for it, or you've been working at it for a lifetime, or maybe it feels like that. Somebody isn't doing it because of you feel more comfortable at in the world you know. This could be in the where you work. It's just familiar. You're afraid to take a risk on yourself. But let's be logical about other risky things you might have done in life by comparison. If this is for a feminine energy, be mindful of cutting yourself off this potential timeline that we were talking about because you get pregnant. Family stuff, ovulation. And if you choose to go that route, there's karma for everybody in that data. Like anybody that you bring into the world, everybody gets a little bit of karma because your ass is unhappy, you're unfulfilled, you fall into another um, routine cycle. But the soul or the gift isn't necessarily a gift of um, routine. Okay, I'm getting out of this. If you think that because of your nationality, your race, color, creed, size, shape has something to do with you being limited or unable to achieve the success you want, that's the problem. That thought process right there is more than enough to block the timeline. It's all you need, in fact, to block the timeline. And I ain't calling out no nationalities. I ain't calling out no mixes where you think you came from that blocks you or makes you different or special. Stop with that thought process. Everybody's different and everybody's special in their own fucking way. So it's not, there's no above the next motherfucker. It's all of us agreeing to think that way. So alter those thoughts. Need to get rid of them. One of you thinks this way too because of abuse you suffered during childhood you ain't spoke about. And so there may be a bit of naturally fine-tuned silence and escapism into your genetics, the way you think, your current genetics, what you've put in there. So if that's something you have been quietly putting down, kicking to the curb, or letting that stunt your growth because you don't trust people. You ain't got to trust people. That's cool. You don't have to trust people. You don't. But you do have to trust yourself and know that you have what it takes to get what you want. But you don't have time. Time isn't forever. We agreed to the flesh clock. Your skin, you know what I'm saying? It's not good forever. Eventually, like delicious bread, it gets moldy and it's no good. Nobody eats it. And then it's gone. No, there's no one who wants to consume that. I just heard they make drugs out of it. I don't know if that's the case, but that's just what I heard. So there's an intervention that needs to happen at this time, guides, goddesses. It needs to happen now. But it's not a group intervention of other people. It's the intervention between you and your ego. Self against the self. Ooh. I see that cartoon. I think it's from Mad TV. Spy versus Spy. If you are in, you may need to travel. You gotta travel. And when I say may, I mean definitely. I mean definitely. There's roads, there's work to be done, there's a journey that has to happen, and it's never gonna happen as long as you're willing to hide the beast, the gift, as long as you're willing to hold yourself back. And that's what I see in the Emperor card. I know that's not the definition of most cards, but I'm going with the energy. Look, I can't. I gotta stop. So be aware of making decisions to not fucking do shit. There's honesty in that data, whether you say something good's coming or one day you're gonna do this, you know you're lying to yourself. And other people can see it too. And if you're around other people who have who are comfortable with their static electricity, if you're around people who are comfortable with their static, guess what? You could be comfortable with your static too and sit in one spot forever. You could totally do that. That is a decision too. That's a choice. That's you making the decision to go backward and not forward, or stand in one spot. Got choices. But what you're choosing to do is very visual, very your actions are more honest than your words. And others can see that. You don't need to fight it. This is your data. You just need to accept if you're not going to go anywhere. Accept it. Okay. Don't bitch and complain ever about being unhappy, especially if you're choosing containment. If you're choosing to contain yourself, hold yourself back. Don't be walking around in your feelings. Be a happy human that you're in one spot. That's cool. Look, going, gone. You have options, but you don't fucking have time. You have options, but you don't fucking have time. For one of y'all, it's the next. There's steps that have to be taken, journeys that have to be taken, of energy of fearlessness for yourself. And Jesus Christ, you're not running into traffic. Whoever the fuck this is, I feel like I'm out of patience with you, and I'm just doing the reading. Okay. The universe is out of patience with you. You came here to rise a frequency for the knowing, is what I heard. You awaken them. I don't know what else comes after this gift gets expressed. Maybe there's a teaching or an awakening, or you find a tribe or your tribe of some sort. But there's an art. There's an art. Somebody gifted, and you're keeping it to yourself. And I don't want to say you're going to suffer because you do that, because that's rude. But I mean, keeping yourself buried, it will be like freezing yourself for another millennium. Millennium? What? Uh, Freezing yourself for a really long time. And the problem is, it's the wrong direction. It's the wrong fucking sacrifice. And you may be like doing it because you're more comfortable, or you got people around you telling you they need you, making you feel like you shouldn't move forward. They are your test. They are your test. Look. They are your test. You have a choice. There's an energy of lack, not getting out there. That there's I don't know what the fuck's in your environment, but you need to learn how to block that shit, move past that shit, move on beyond it, move away from it. There's somebody here who's gifted, okay? You have an art and you must be awakening some people with that shit, whatever your frequency is. You have a gift that goes with music or is the music. It's a frequency that's heard in the ears. Fuck. What's your problem, bro? And this is for a feminine. If this is for a feminine, I'm not calling you bro. I'm just how I talk, okay? But it's suicide by will. You're choosing it. So fucking remember that. Whatever the path is, whatever the work was supposed to be, it includes you making beautiful noise from your mouth. And not 900 boom chicka wow wow. This is angelic sounds. I really do hear that. So you have an option. It's to express your wings and flap around the cabin a little bit. You know, let the world see you in your beautiful light, or kill off that side of self and then go into okay, or you go into a cycle of unhappiness, bad energy, um, meeting a lot of start and stop energy, a lot of just killing off elements of the self. The soul is captured. So you decide what the clock looks like next. You can continue the same path, not doing what you know the soul. Say what your soul sings to you. That's actually a song. Say, oh my God, say what? Hold on. Hold on, I wrote this in my blog. Something I'm going to read for you. Whoever this is for. Okay. Listen to my words. Don't be afraid. Open your mouth to say. Say what your soul sings to you. Your mind can never change unless you ask it to. Lovingly rearrange the thoughts that make you blue. The things that bring you down will mean no harm to you. So make your choice joy. The joy belongs to you. And when you do, you'll find the one you love is here. You'll find you love you. Okay, that's a song from Massive Attack. Massive Attack, look it up. The song is called What Your Soul Sings to You, or Say What Your Soul Sings, something like that. You need to listen to that song. So there isn't much hold time left with picking a timeline that you won't. Maybe it's going to be really difficult to get off of it. Okay? Like, really difficult. Let's get you some angel guide cards, and I'm done with this. Here's that pause. So you may be going through a recognizable period of stagnation. Use it to clear your mind, give yourself peace of mind. Don't get yourself into trouble because your ass is bored. But look, my card and the light. Okay, stalled changes. So there's a new start that's possible, right? But you have to expand the mind, expand you belief. I can't get the words out. Expand your belief in yourself. At the bottom of the deck is a reset. Listen, I'm going to say you're either in an environment that's making it impossible for you to move forward in your mind, or you're surrounded by things. This could be spirits, drinkity drinky, smokity smoky, or maybe you're around people who do that. But listen, there's something in your energy that's like a fucking anchor. And you know what anchors do? They stop the boat from drifting off to sea, to going to other places. So there's moves that need to be made. There's the loving of self more that needs to happen, but not from a place of ego. It's like rescuing your inner child. And it even started with that in the Emperor. There's a build of self that can only happen or will happen a lot faster if you are not in the energy of static confusion. Static confusion. And I don't feel like it's inanimate objects. I feel like it's people. And you're stuck to that because of the memory map. That's trauma, damage from childhood that makes you. I see a child holding onto a mother's leg right now. I see a mother and a child holding onto the mother's leg, not wanting to let go, not wanting to think, act, feel, speak, be mature. And that is trauma data. It's separation anxiety, separation issues in general, not wanting to be away from family, or even if family's fucked up and abusive, it's clinging to everything else but you. And it's not embracing newness. That comes from abuse, whether it's mental abuse, emotional, physical, sexual, it comes from abuse. It comes from fear of being abandoned, which you might have experienced during your childhood, or feeling like you weren't, feeling like you, I'm getting out of that. I don't want to pull that up, but look. Nonetheless, you are beautiful, intelligent, successful, energetic, and gifted. You have seen sparks of that in yourself more than once already. There's that clock again. Some of you need to get more rest so you can think clearly. If you're not, if you're going to bed super late, knock that shit off. Get your rest, but remember, look at this, the clock is ticking. Again, you're almost out of time. And so don't wait for others to believe in you. Also, you need to learn the power of visualization. What you visualize, what you talk about, it's orbital data, right? So put some belief in self into the orbital data. One of y'all does want this, but you may be waiting on old conventional ways of doing things. Knock that shit off. It's a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. Whatever else goes on in that song. Okay, I hear that damn song. No one to tell us no or where to go. or say we're only dreaming. A whole new world. Maybe there's something in that song for you. Any other advice? Oh, wow. Somebody might have taught you how to hate yourself. Sickness, envy, these are blocks. You may go through periods of not liking yourself, but then realizing that you are beautiful through other people's attraction towards you. Knock that shit off. That is suffering trauma data. So there's an illusion that needs to be released. There's a type of energy around you that needs to be released, or the attraction of certain types of energies. If you're a feminine, these are masculines that operate like they want to put you into the sewer system with them and put the lid on top. So make sure you're avoiding that type of energy, and also not quitting on yourself. Protect yourself, your heart, your ideas, your energy, what your passions are. Oh my goodness. If this was helpful, like, comment, subscribe. If you need more help, I might be willing to start up a business where I show up at your house, smack you on the back of the head. Because time ain't forever. Whatever it is your gift is, that is for the others, requires a lot of footsteps on your part. And the initial footsteps have to be yours too. I feel like this is the energy of somebody who is being handed other opportunities, but they may be like holding on for something that is so ancient in its form of delivery. It's like knowing you want to buy a microphone, and instead of ordering off of Amazon and getting it the next day, you order it by horse courier. You want somebody on a horse, and like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's not even gonna work. Like, are you nuts? And you're waiting for it to come that way because I see American Idol, the show. Maybe you're waiting for something like that, and knock it off. That ain't even how, like, you need to not do that. You need to not let that be the only thing you're waiting for, it feels like. Again, in the Instagram mindset. What does that mean? Social media, putting yourself out there more, or figuring out a way to comfortably put yourself out there. Let's say you sing, but you're afraid to show your face. Buy a goddamn hand puppet and sing through the puppet, you nutbag. Get the work done, is what I'm saying. There's more than one way to get to it, but sitting around with your thumb up your ass ain't the fucking way to get it done. And I don't know why I'm cussing. Maybe you've come here multiple lifetimes and your guides are annoyed with you. They're annoyed with you because maybe you keep allowing time wasting magnetics to grow and hop into the orbit. You just keep letting it come in and listening to it and taking on the mindset of other people that ain't you, ain't having your experience, don't have your gift. Could you imagine somebody telling Beyonce that she should wait on the ancient horse and carriage dude to bring her first microphone? Or could she just order one off Amazon and get started? Like, singing anywhere. Do it. Just do the work. I feel annoyed with you. Guys, whoever you are, I feel annoyed because whatever your gift is, it's bigger than you. Your fears, your ego, them, the others around you. It's a cosmic. I'm like rubbing my knees, like I'm annoyed with you because I want to reach out and pop you. You can see it. Maybe I should. Maybe I should start where I show up at your house and just punch you in the grill piece, give you like a nice kidney punch, just to get you moving and motivated, bro. Like, what is this? You're gifted, you're wasting it because you're listening to other people who are like, oh, they're not going where you're going. So, like, there's more than one path. You literally have to walk multiple paths. And none of those paths start off with other people holding your hand or giving you ancient ass fucking advice, telling you to wait for the horse and carriage one day. Ew, I just saw Motown. So maybe you're so maybe somebody's trying to like tell you how to do things, but they got some Barry Gordy Motown data and they're talking like that's Motown data. What fucking year are we in? We have TikTok, we have Instagram, Motown, like what? And you're like listening to old Motown data on how to be the best you can be. I really want to show up and smack you. So whatever your work is that you're supposed to be doing, guide your guidances. I'm gonna need you to stop listening to Barry Gordy or thinking like that. Ew, come on. There's so much. Uh, anyways, I'm gonna stop being frustrated with you now, and I'm gonna go and have more coffee because I'm still on my first cup, and maybe that's why I'm pissed. But look, if you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like, comment, subscribe. Uh, if this is your data, go ahead and comment. And then everybody else watching, jump on that person. We're just going to jump on you and get you moving. Okay? We're going to yell at you and give you loving motivation from an angry and aggressive standpoint. Remember that scene in the movie Airplane where the woman's freaking out and everybody forms a line and just smacks the fuck out of the woman? We'll do that for you if you need it, okay? If that's your reading, we'll do that for you, okay? And we'll do it because at the end of the day, what's most important, you are well, okay? See you next time.